Kyler Murray and the Cincinnati Bengals versus Marcus Mariota and the Portland Lumberjacks.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with their opponents. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Games out of the way, time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. As we take a peek at their versatile quarterback, the Hawaii native and former Oregon Duck, Marcus Mariota.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Mariota on first down. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Mariota. And the catch made by Dontrell Inman. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Caught. It's Dontrell Inman. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Play fake. Mariota. Leaves it for Penny. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. On the ground, This is Rashad Penny. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. A look at the numbers from Penny last week. 23 carries, 125 yards.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
It's hauled in here by Edmond. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Once more, Penny. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This opening drive has taken him to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal. Throwing, Mariota. Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lumberjacks march right down the field on the opening drive to take a first-quarter lead. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions, right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
Now this will go for 5 up to the 33. The numbers for him from a week ago: 19 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple. On second down, here's Penny. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Mariota. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw is Mariota. He finds his man, complete. It's Stanley. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw again on second down. Mariota.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
A handoff to Penny. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Penny, a first down carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. That's going to be caught by Richardson.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Mariota. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. On play action, Mariota. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lumberjacks are able to widen their advantage. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Parkey with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Singletary to get the drive started. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. You can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Following the interception here, Mariota. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Mariota. Touchdown! Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lumberjacks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Murray now to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Murray's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenot. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From just shy of midfield, Murray, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Murray to air it out again. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Time to look now with our spotlight at the quarterback, Marcus Mariota. And a trio of touchdown passes so far. They've got the lead as well. All is good in their football world at this point.
And it's so much fun for our colleagues, right? Think about our producer, our director, everyone putting together these shots. Wouldn't you love to be in the truck right now and hear him calling for it? Give me that one, give me that one, give me that one. And we just saw 3 beautiful touchdown passes.
Now he's looking for 4. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Mariota. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Penny running right. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. 2nd down and 7. They go play action. Mariota throwing the out route incomplete. That's Richardson. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Mariota to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
First down, Mariota. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota. Touchdown! That's caught. Dallas Goedert with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lumberjacks are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0, Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them. So I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
Parkey with the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far this game. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And now they're in the hurry-up. Murray now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And this one's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Murray. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Well, let's gaze our attention as the offense takes the field on Rashad Penny. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slam. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Caught on the slant. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Rosas' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an event.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. On the handoff, it's Singletary. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Murray going to throw. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mariota now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. To throw Mariota. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And able to get this out to the 25. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And that'll be caught by Tony. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Now Murray. He gets it to Thomas. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Singletary. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now on 2nd and 13, Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Murray. Caught by Allen. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. "35 yards that time on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Portland's offense now about set to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Richardson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 1st down throw for Mariota. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing is Mariota. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Mariota. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 8. Back to throw again. And he's got it. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Another try for Penny, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lumberjacks are pouring it on. Parkey adds the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. That time, a 9-play drive, and it's finished off by a Rashad Penny touchdown run. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Kramer. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Here's Tony on the quick slant. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Throw left side, going to be caught by Chenault. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They run here with Singletary. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. To throw, it's Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Now Murray's got to have this one. Over the middle, he's got Chenault. Touchdown, Bengals! Laviska Chenault, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Danny Amendola on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Portland's offense now about set to take over. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that, because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsar? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us, stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Penny. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Tressway now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
56, right there, 56. Push him back.
Murray now on 1st down. That's complete to Tony. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Murray. To Chenault on the slant. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Kramer. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now Murray again. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Murray now. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. Now they go screen. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Singletary. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Murray now to throw. Allen's got it over the middle. Touchdown! Keenan Allen from 10 yards out. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Roses now to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Again, it's Penny. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 3rd down, Penny. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. The kick by Parkey is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Meanwhile, Murray's throw there complete to Allen. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. A big play there for Cincinnati. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Back to throw. Murray. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Murray to air it out again. And they're going to get it. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Murray's throw caught by Tony. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. This likely a must-have 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Murray. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Kadarius Toney there to make the grab. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Portland, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.